Chapter 15, The Spiritual Realm. WSD 15, 1. The spiritual realm lies between the realm of matter and the realm of the divine. If your mind is unable to grasp the idea of the divine, and you cannot understand what is meant by spirituality, do not be dismayed. How can an ordinary, unenlightened mind do so when it is shut in by a corrupt material world and enclosed on every side by illusion? Absolute purity cannot be seen amid the clouds of earthly impurity, and in this defiled place, the immaculate is inconceivable. Therefore, if you cannot understand this or perceive the reality of perfection, how much less are you able to comprehend the divine? Step confidently along the path, guided by understanding companions who are more enlightened, for they will not lead you astray, and soon the light of understanding will be placed in your hand. WSD 15, 2. The spiritual realm is divided into two parts. On one side is the place where the wicked have companionship of their own kind, and it is a cold place of gloom and darkness. This is the realm of evil, containing those who are repulsive even to their own kind. The greatest punishment may lie in the fact that they retain the memory of beauty, goodness and cleanliness, just as the happiness of those in the realm of good, on the other side, is heightened by its contrast with the sorrows and afflictions they have known. WSD 15, 3. The realm of evil is separated from the realm of good by an etheric form of flame, through which communication can be made. Were those on the sunlit side to inquire from the dwellers in gloom what brought them to the deplorable state, if the truth could be found in them, they would reply, we are those who were heedless of all spiritual and ennobling things. We were those who thought only of their own betterment and not the advancement of mankind and the welfare of others. We were the selfish ones, who considered only their own comfort and convenience. Now look at what we have. We oppressed the poor and lowly and exploited the helpless and weak, doing nothing to improve their lot. Now look at ours. We sat on councils and in seats of authority, engaging in vain disputes about right and wrong, while the poor, the hungry and the oppressed stood by and suffered in patience. We are, above all, those who could have done much but did little. We were those who, given great gifts, used them for selfish ends. What have we now? We inhabited fine houses and surrounded ourselves with all things to give ease and comfort. Now we are comfortless. We sought out places of pleasure and closed our eyes to the sorrow and suffering of the world. We laughed at those who sought to teach us spirituality and took a base and easy view of right and wrong. There is no laughter here. We doubted that there was any life to come and could not understand the talk about it. Would that the grave had been the end. Talk of duty and service disturbed our ease and complacency, and we let others carry our burdens. If only we could return. Only now, when we so miserably exist in the certainty of life after death, can we realize our errors and suffer for them. Here the air is filled with the sighing sound of the saddest words we know. Too late. WSD 15, 4. Those words did once span the gulf and were recorded by an ancient seer. WSD 15, 5. On the day when the whole being is split apart by death and the mortal clay is consigned to its proper place, the spirit passes through the great gates into the spiritual realm. There it first enters a borderland, where the floodgates of memory are opened and each and every deed recalled. This is where the newly arrived spirit waits while slowly it assumes its chosen shape and realizes the direction of its destination. WSD 15, 6. The spirit does not arrive in a state of waking, but it is like one asleep. It awakes to its new life like a man awakes to a new day. Then, if, during earthly life it has doomed itself, this realization will slowly dawn, and the newly formed being will cringe away from those who came to welcome it. It will indeed wish that death had been the end. The wisdom of ancient times disclosed that the newly arrived spirit stood in completeness for judgment, but what it called the place of decision is the borderland. WSD 15, 7. If, during life, the spirit has beautified and ennobled itself, it will slowly realize its unfolding glory and rejoice. It will rise gladly to its welcome and advance fearlessly into the light of its compatible place. Some, which do not have full affinity with either the light or the darkness, depart for the shadowland, towards which they are impelled by its attraction for one in their state. WSD 15, 8. Within the spiritual realm there are places to suit the condition of every spirit entering it, and that is why the ancient books state, the mansions of the spirit are without number.